The Toyota Vios Cup has amassed a very respectable following among local racing fans. You will be ecstatic to know that it's Vios Cup time once again, as Toyota Motor Philippines Corporation brings you this year's special treat on this, the third season of the Vios Cup.
Motoring journalists gathered in Clark for the third season of the Vios Cup. Like in the past, everyone gathered at the Holiday Inn Mimosa for a sporting night to share food and drinks, share stories of the past season, and perhaps strategize for tomorrow's race.
Tomorrow we continue the legacy of grassroots motorsports. Emerging from the first two successful sessions of the Vios Cup, this third season will be no different. Every year we push to make it even more exciting and more relevant to the general public. To all our dearest racers, before we kick off the first season of Season 3 tomorrow, let me wish all of you a safe but competitive race.
Everyone was up early for the next race. After breakfast, excitement filled the air as teams suited up and prepared for the first heat. Celebrity racers like Jericho Rozales, Jinno Rufino, Derek Ramsay, Fabio Ide, Joyce Pring, Phoemela Baranda, Sam YG, Allan and Dominic Ochoa, among others, as well as Senator JV Ejercito, who is now a regular competitor, were just as excited as the first-time racers here at the first heat of Season 3 of the Vios Cup. The grid has been growing since then. This year, the Vios Cup introduced a new racing category, as Sherwin Chua Lim, Toyota's VP for Marketing, shares with us.
Just like any year, the first two seasons, this year would be as exciting, I'm sure. We have 3 categories already. They will have their own competition for the promotional, for the sporting and super sporting. So it's going to be very exciting. We have more races every weekend. That will be 6 compared to 4 races only in the previous or the last 2 seasons.
And before the first heat started, Mr. Satoru Suzuki, who was obviously very excited about the big turnout of participants, was there to personally welcome everyone to the big event.
We have new drivers joining us, and we will have a new venue using different provincial areas. So each race may be more exciting, I think, for people. I'm really excited because when I was in the regional office, I actually planned to have this kind of one-make race. Then in Philippines, I could see this kind of a successful racing. So maybe this successful case in Philippines can lead a similar racing event in other country also. So I'm really excited now current success in Philippines.
This unique one-make car race is a big ongoing special event of the company, a brainchild of then Toyota Motor Philippines president Michinobu Sugata, who was also a participant in the race. We asked the new sitting president, Mr. Satoru Suzuki, if he also has plans of joining the race as a participant.
I plan to join even from this race, but I couldn't have enough time to be trained. So before next racing, race 2, I will be trained, I get the license, and then I will join.
A total of 54 racers consisting of 45 individual teams and 9 celebrity racers complete in the opening salvo of the 2016 Vios Cup. And aside from this big roster, the event boasts of all new racing categories, new participants, and maybe, just maybe, new venues to watch out for in 2016. As Toyota's Sherwin Chua Lim said earlier, with the 2016 Vios Cup, the organizers added an entirely new race category to the lineup to add more spice to this prestigious event, the Super Sporting Class. So we have the Sporting and Promotional Class, and now this newest addition, the Super Sporting Class, which is reserved for the top 20 best racers from all categories based on overall scores from previous races. Last year's winners were Paul and Dumlao for the Sporting Group and DJ Sam YG for the Promotional Group. The biggest winner in 2015 was the young Andres Calma, who is beaming with excitement again as he hopes to retain the crown and defend his title. This is certainly one race that he feels confident in.
It's a very professionally organized sport series. It's covered by a lot of media, which is great, which a lot of other motorsports series here aren't like exposed as much. It's a good way to get new drivers into the sport since the cars aren't too powerful, but they drive like a race car would.
And as the white-clad Toyota ladies flagged off the cars, the real action was on at the Clark International Speedway.
We've gone racing. Andres Calma gets a great start, but he's getting eaten up by Daniel Miranda, who obviously is a lot lighter. Daniel Miranda slipping in between Estefano Rivera.
And like in all races, in spite of all the preparation for a good run, there are good breaks and bad breaks. We caught up with some of the participants who share their stories with us.
I started 5th in the grid. So, yun yung result ng qualifying. Okay naman. Yung launch ko medyo sobra sa RPM, so yung nag-skid akong konti, no? Tapos, on the second corner, pagbaba ng corkscrew, dito sa Porsche stretch, ayun, nagulat ako, biglang si Andres Calma was behind me, tapos in-overtaken ako. Hindi ko alam kung it was yung arangkada lang medyo na-delay, pero yun, doon ako bumaba sa 6th.
I got taken out on the second lap. Somebody hit my car, T-boned me out into the gravel, and so I was just there for the rest of it. But you know, as my friends were saying, it's really what happens in racing. We get them on the second race, and my coaches are happy because they didn't do anything wrong. So, okay lang.
Well, it was being breezy for about 7 laps till the breezier got breezied. I got hit in the back. I had a good lead, but I was taken out. So, well, it's part of racing. What can you do? Of course, it's very disappointing for me. But I'm happy to be part of the sporting class. It's my first time to be racing in this division. So it's part of the learning experience. You know, the drivers are different. I'm still getting to know their different driving styles as well. So, try to experience what to do. Do better in the next race.
We had a good practice yesterday. We were the fastest, but apparently in qualifying we changed to different brake pads, and we were trying to adjust. We became much slower, so we only qualified at 6th. Then tried to do good in the start, did well in the start, ended up on 4th place, and but the tires overheated right away. Couldn't catch up the 3 fast guys in front. The young drivers are becoming faster and faster, so you know it's not easy to catch up with these guys anymore. They're very, very good drivers now.
And the defending champion himself, Andres Calma, beamed with pride at having successfully defended his title.
I was able to finish first this race, and it was a good win, both the team's part and my part, and I'm really happy with it.
As you have heard from the racers themselves, it wasn't an easy battle for everyone. And for this, the first heat of Season 3, the winners are...
Congratulations again to Toyota Motor Philippines for another exciting round of the Vios Cup at the Clark International Speedway. We'll see you again for the second heat of this great one-make race series. Stay tuned for more updates on the Toyota Vios Cup.